When I was entering high school, we had a meeting with a counselor about my class selections. He had strong recommendations from my teachers as well as high test scores in front of him. But I think he then looked at the school I came from, the most Latino elementary school in the district, looked at my parents, looked at our name, and he said to us that he wanted to enroll me in a mid-level algebra course, not the high-level honors algebra course. I was fortunate that my mother, despite never having gone to college herself, had the knowledge of the schools and the personal experience to stand up for me. And she told that counselor she wouldn't leave his office until he agreed to enroll me in the higher level algebra course. I appreciated what my mother was able to provide me. So many other students don't have parents with that knowledge, with that courage to advocate for them. So I went to college intending to be a lawyer. And that was not really based on an informed decision. I just thought becoming a lawyer would give me the opportunity to serve the public and possibly contribute to the kind of social change that seemed to be particularly necessary. When I was one of the co-chairs of MECHA, there was an opportunity to change policy that came out of a terrible experience by an Asian American freshman who had had KKK written on her dorm room door. At the time, Yale College had established sexual harassment, complaint, and investigation procedures, but it didn't have the same for racial ethnic harassment. So it was an opportunity for the leaders of MECHA and the Puerto Rican Students Organization, the Black Students Alliance, and ASA, the Asian American Students Alliance, to work together to advocate for new policies. That was really formative for me in recognizing the power from groups of color working together to achieve change that benefits everyone. Throughout my civil rights career, there has been a recurrent view that somehow court action, litigation, no longer plays a role in achieving significant social change. I think that changed when Donald Trump took office, because for so many of the depredations of civil rights that his administration engaged in, the only recourse was the court system. Now, we've had victories. Proposition 187, MALDEF participated in getting it struck down. MALDEF participated in challenging successfully SB 1070 in Arizona, but it can never happen in isolation. You really have to have a commitment to involvement of community members, community organizing, advocacy of other forms, coupled with litigation. MALDEF has worked with CAA for many years on many different issues. CAA's involvement in Proposition 16 was critical because so much of the stereotypes suggested that Asian Americans stood apart from other minority groups. But we knew that that had not been true in 1996, when a significant majority of Asian American voters voted against Proposition 209. We knew it also didn't reflect 2020. But CAA's taking on leadership was critical to the message that we were putting out, to ensuring that efforts were made to incorporate all communities, including the growing AAPI voting community. Discrimination, unfortunately, in this country is very strong and tends to adjust to allow discrimination to continue. So really shaping laws that anticipate discrimination that may occur in the future. That's really the key to obtaining a society where enduring social change can become a reality.